Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back with the next review of the Fangoria Challenge. This time, Jason and I watched Sangre. Sangre is a 1989 horror film, written and directed by Alejandro Jodorowsky. And obviously, since we're reviewing it during this challenge, Fangoria considers it to be one of the 101 best horror movies you've never seen. As far as this film goes, though, I'd say it's probably one of the 101 best movies you've never seen, overall, if you haven't seen it. I think many critics would agree, too, because Sangre is on a lot of the best movies of all time lists. And again, that's not just horror, that's film in general. It's a masterwork, a cinematic experience. And at the time this Fangoria book was released, this movie wasn't even available in the US on disc. At that time, I was no longer collecting VHS, so I wanted everything on DVD. Unfortunately, there was no American DVD release, so I had to import this Anchor Bay UK DVD. I've shown this one quite a few times because I absolutely love the cover art, and it's the first time I was able to actually see the movie. Because of that, I cherish this Anchor Bay release, and I'm so happy to own it. But because I have shown this one countless times, I think what I'll do is show the VHS release for the remainder of this video. This here is the Sangre VHS from Republic Pictures, and it's the NC-17 version. The R-rated cut of the film was also released on VHS. This NC-17 version contains 3 minutes of additional footage. Most of that is gore. Extreme gore in the kill scenes. Now, let me get to the synopsis, and believe me, I won't spoil anything. This is one of those movies meant to be seen knowing as little as possible. Sangre follows the story of Phoenix, played by Axel Jodorowsky, the director's son. Phoenix is locked up in a mental institution, and as the movie begins, we don't know why. We are then taken to a flashback of Phoenix's childhood. Young Phoenix is played by Adin Jodorowsky, Axel's younger brother and Alejandro's younger son. Young Phoenix is a circus performer, along with his mother and father. He also has a friend who works in the circus named Alma. She's a young girl who is both deaf and mute, and the two obviously have a crush on each other. Alma seems to be the shining point in a traumatic upbringing. Young Phoenix witnesses many horrific things. This is what leads up to him being locked away in the institution as an adult. But as we return to present day with adult Phoenix, he decides to make an escape. He returns to a place surrounded with many he knew from his youth, both those he loved and those who wronged his mother. It is at this point Sangre becomes a slasher film, and a very creative one at that. As you guys probably know by now, I love circus settings, whether they be circuses, carnivals, amusement parks, anything like that. Obviously, much of Sangre is set at a circus. There are plenty of creepy, sad clowns, and just about every character in the movie is bizarre in some way. Sangre is a truly unique cinematic experience. The kills are brutal and gory, especially in this NC-17 version. There's lots of nudity as well, including tons of full frontal. Axel Jodorowsky is insanely awesome as the older Phoenix. And while a certain aspect of Sangre reminds me of a classic slasher film, the way in which it is done is truly original. The film is full of gorgeous visuals. It's beautiful and stylish, yet horrific. There are things in Sangre you are not likely to forget anytime soon after watching it. And if you haven't watched it, if it really is one of the 101 best horror movies you've never seen, what are you waiting for? It's a masterpiece. Sangre is so different, in fact, that it was difficult to come up with a relatable recommendation. So I decided to go with another Alejandro Jodorowsky film, The Holy Mountain. The Holy Mountain, while being more of a dark fantasy, definitely has some horror elements. This one was released in 1973, and along with sharing the same writer and director as Sangre, The Holy Mountain also features bizarre characters, including clowns. The religious aspect is also similar. The Holy Mountain is definitely worth checking out, as is Alejandro Jodorowsky's other popular film, El Topo. That one was almost my relatable recommendation, but it's more of a dark western than dark fantasy horror film. The Holy Mountain, I think, makes for a better pairing with Sangre. Have you seen Sangre? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. And please be sure to check out Jason's review. What will we watch next for the Fangoria challenge? Check back soon to find out. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.